What's good, my monks? ShaolinPretzels here, and today I want to talk about what I think is a potentially good opportunity for small fighting game players and influencers to generate more exposure for themselves. So a few days ago, Super League Gaming, this organization focused on giving amateur players and content creators a platform to grow and connect, made an announcement that caught my attention. For those of you who don't know, Super League is the organization that Capcom decided to partner with to operate the amateur Street Fighter League in the United States. Similar to its pro-level equivalent from 2019, the amateur SFL sees teams of Street Fighter V players battling it out for supremacy, only this time the amateur Street Fighter League consists of players who qualify to represent a particular city by winning certain regional tournaments throughout the country. Shout out to Team Cleveland. Overall, the amateur Street Fighter League has 16 teams, each one with 5 players on it representing one particular city. And to keep things separate from the US Pro Street Fighter League, where the captains were selected from the very top of the CPT leaderboards for last year, the participants of the amateur Street Fighter League cannot have acquired more than 15 points in a CPT season. So it's already one good opportunity for the little guys, but the good folks at Super League decided to push even further and provide some events of their own. What I want to talk about today is Super League Arcade. Super League Arcade is a series of multi-game offline tournaments that have been going on since around August of last year. They're held at top golf venues across the country and have multiple prize tiers depending on how much that the players pay for their entry fee, if they even pay at all. The main focus for this video is Super League Arcade Fight Edition, which will feature Street Fighter V and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as the feature titles at 4 locations on Tuesday, January 28th. There will be one in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, and Houston, Texas. The prize system for this is pretty simple. If you want to walk in, play some games, and manage to get some cash at no cost, the free bracket gives 3rd place $5, 2nd place $15, and 1st place $25. If you want to raise the stakes a little, the $10 bracket offers payouts at $10 for 3rd place, $30 for 2nd place, and $50 for 1st place. And finally, if you want to flex on all the scrubs, the $20 entry provides the highest payouts. 3rd place gets $50, 2nd place gets $60, and 1st place walks out of here with $100. I don't know about you guys, but this is a lot more money than I see given out of the weeklies where I'm from. So if you're in any of these areas, I honestly think you have nothing to lose by just showing up. Easy money and a community to play good games against, and playing online. You can find a link to register for the Super League Arcade event in your nearest location in the description below. Okay, so I know what you guys are thinking. Okay, so this is just some other small scale event with some cash on the line. Why does this matter? Why should I care? Here's why. The bottom line here is that there aren't many esports organizations out there that care about the fighting game community or even just fighting games in general. Heck, look at Team Reciprocity ceasing their contract with Punk, one of the most successful Street Fighter V players of all time, because they believe that competing in the Capcom Pro Tour wasn't economic enough for their organization. Now, I can't personally attest to the financial situation that Team Reciprocity has to go through, but when your player just brought in $50,000 just a few days ago, is the most successful Street Fighter V player on the CPT ever since its inception, earning the most points on the leaderboards imaginable, staying at the very top for so long, winning so many tournaments, and you drop him because it's not economic to compete in Street Fighter? It kind of makes you ask a couple of questions. The fact that Super League has taken the initiative to provide smaller players outside the professional level an opportunity to rise up is a good sign in of itself. And I'm not just talking about like Smash and Street Fighter V, just take a look at this list of games that Super League is going to be supporting. They got BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Dead or Alive 6, Dragon Ball Fighters, Guilty Gear, King of Fighters 14, Marvel vs. Capcom. You know they're trying to push for something whenever they include Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite on here. And in case you weren't thinking already that they're trying to push to have every fighting game possible represented here, yeah. Samurai Showdown, Soul Calibur, Street Fighter V, Smash Bros. Brawl, Melee, Ultimate, Tekken 7, Eunice, and Windjammers. Which, by the way, if you haven't played Windjammers, you should totally buy this game. That game is pretty awesome. There are a lot of fighting games here, mainstream and otherwise, that other platforms like ESL and Major League Gaming have dropped like the plague a long time ago. Seeing these games here kind of gives me hope that Super League will continue to express their support for the fighting game community and host even more events featuring these fantastic games in the future. These are just my thoughts, but what do you think? Is this an opportunity for some small players to rise up, or is this just another passing fad? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're at it, be sure to subscribe to become a disciple of the Monk Army. Also be sure to check out the links below to my Twitter and Twitch profiles for more fighting game updates. My name is ShaolinPretzels, and as always, stay salty.